Guys, what it is your girl Cadillac. Yes, I'm Cadillac Dixon. I'm the Draw My Life Prison Wife. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice, hoping to see justice before it all fades to black. Yeah, it's your girl Cadillac. Anyways, I'm coming through on Vlogmas December the 28th. Yes, about to drink my little iced coffee. Girl, they didn't even give me a straw. Hazelnut iced coffee from Dunkin' because your girl runs on Dunkin'. Or your girl be going to bed on Dunkin' because I'm still tired. Like I'm drinking this coffee, but still tired. But anyways, I do want to keep pressing on, keep on moving, keep on pushing because I feel like the ice, the glacier that has been binding my life is finally cracking and about to break open. Yes. So anyways, I guess you guys are feeling my little commentary on the things that I feel that are going on in the system. So thank you for, watching those videos and keeping up with those videos. It feels better to have somebody on the other side of that camera than to be just talking into this camera and nobody seeing it, like nobody watching the videos. So it's a whole heck of a lot better. And I just watched a video by Shantia Deja today on my break, and she was like, do not despise the small beginnings. And it kind of makes you want to, because you're like, dang, I'm working and I'm not getting nothing in return. And that's exactly where I am in my life. But I do get a small amount of return, like that much return. And it's so small that you want to call it nothing. But I have to start recognizing that small amount of growth. Like even with my channel, I said, heck with it. I'm not going to get monetized. I was pushing. And finally, my subscribership started growing. But now I'm in this pit where my subscribers ain't even watching my videos. I'm like, okay, I done got past 1,000 subscribers, but my watch time steady going down. I don't even know what to do. It's hard to keep pressing forward in a YouTube channel if you're not growing. And if I'm going to continue to grow at the pace that I'm growing, it's going to take forever to be monetized. Like, girl, I'm trying to hurry up. Like I said, build that raft so I can get off this sinking ship that I have, this work ship. So eventually I was like, you know what? I'm just going to still do it. I'm going to press. I got to be thankful and grateful for the audience that I do have. Yes, I want a large audience for the purposes of breaking this story of my husband being wrongfully convicted and excessively sentenced so that possibly we can be back together, Like, I want to live some of my life with my husband. But I'm going to appreciate who is here. So whoever is here, please do support. Click the like button. You can share if you want. All of that helps me. And also watching the total video, that helps as well, because that starts getting that watch time hours up. And that can start my channel to actually moving and growing. Anyways, so we are here because today I'm going to tell how visitation was. Girl, I have not seen him. And he corrects me. I said it was almost 2 years. He's like, no, it's 19 months. And I'm like, almost 2 years. 19 months. I know, because I'm the one had to plead the case and this and that. So, anyways, how the trip went. Marcello is way up on the Florida, Georgia, Alabama line. So the day before I went to go see him, at first I was going to go and see him for Christmas, on Christmas Day. Money happened to be off, and but this was also Princess's, our granddaughter, and her daughter. This is her first Christmas. So Money did not want to be on the road like that. She wanted to spend it with her daughter, which is my granddaughter. So I said, okay, I don't even know why. Hold on, y'all, something in my eye, my contact is like bothering me. I really don't even know why, but for this weekend, they did have a Monday visit. They had the day before, which because that was Saturday, Christmas Eve, because I don't think they usually have Christmas Eve visits in prison in Florida DOC. They might, but I really don't think they do. And then you can always visit on Christmas, but Christmas fell on a Sunday. And then they ended up having that Monday following. Possibly that's why they allowed us to come, because Christmas fell on a Sunday. They let us come the day after as well. So end up I just made my visitation plans for that Monday, because Money had been having Mondays off for like the past month of Mondays. Money has been off on Monday, and I'm off on Mondays. So I'm like, oh, perfect. You spend Christmas here with Princess. We'll have fun. Y'all could check those vlogs out. Those were really cute. Princess opening her gifts. And also I made this gift box person that my little niece Araya was scared of. But I had fun. I found some little plaid wrapping paper. In a minute I seen that, I was working, and instantly I envisioned this in my mind. So I made a person out of the gift box. It was so cute. Check out the description box below if you want to see those vlogs. So I did that. I went to see my aunt. We sat out there, reminisce a little bit. She was playing that, what was that? Merry Christmas, baby. Sure did treat me nice. Yeah. Bought me a diamond ring for Christmas. Now I'm living in paradise. That song reminds me of my mommy. Oh, I miss my mama. I miss my mama so much. I wish I could just tell her one more time how much I love her, and just look at her beautiful face. My mother was so beautiful, and glowing, and I just miss her. But anyways, we did all that reminiscing. We spent time together, all of that. So finally, by the time I get home, it's knocking down 10 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, shoot. I was supposed to retwist my hair, because I got the little dread twist. Girl, I don't even know what's going on with this hair. This hair going to bed. But eventually I'm going to get time to do something to it. But it's just... And then everybody keep asking me, how the heck you be doing Money hair and Money hair be on point? Like, you doing her hair every other week, but you still ain't got around to your hair. Like, girl, I don't know. But anyways, y'all know cosmetologists always have the worst hair ever, because we ain't never got time for ourselves. But so I was supposed to do that. Also, I wanted to dress up really nice, because unfortunately, as a prison wife, sometimes you can fall by the wayside, like, because of the ups and downs and the trials in life. Like, it is so much going on. If you are a prison wife and a mother, which prison wife and mother equals single mother, like, girl, that thing, like, that's hard. So you're trying to maintain your household. You're trying to maintain all the issues going back and forth with your husband. You try to maintain working, and it's way too much. And then on top of that, I call myself an artist, so I got to maintain my career and my YouTube career and all of that stuff. So it's way too much to be going on, and it tends to take time away from those things you used to do, like getting your hair done, getting your nails done, getting your pedicures, buying new clothes. And one thing that always motivated me to do that was going to visitation. Because no matter how much through the week I'm throwing on jogging pants and t-shirts, when I'm going to visitation, you wants to look cute for your bands, like, for real. So you trying to step in there looking like Cinderella for the ball, for real. So, but by not visiting in so long, it got to where I just casual, like, y'all see me, t-shirt, like, that's, and I got on some leggings. That's how always roll. Basically, like the first two pieces of clothing that I pull out my drawer is what your girl putting on. If it ain't that uniform. Now that uniform is like my skin because I'm always wearing that thing. Feel like it's always time for work, girl. So I thought I was going to get my hair together. I was going to find something nice to wear. I wanted to go shopping because I don't really have too much to wear. And then, you know, with the metal detectors, I wasn't sure what undergarment I could wear because it's been so long. So it's like you get out of that routine of visitation, because really with visitation your tail gotta have a routine if you're gonna try to keep it together. None of that happened. So it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm laying in the bed. I'm uploading my last little videos, and my hair all over my head. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. It's cold AF. We don't really have winter clothes like that. So I'm thinking, how am I going to layer this up? You can't wear certain materials. You can't wear jogging pants. I had some nice warm jogging pants, but I couldn't wear those. And then some facilities, you can wear jogging pants, but it had a zipper. It has zippers down at the bottom of the ankle. And I'm like, dang, too much metal can set off the metal detector. If you set off the metal detector, you gotta be strip searched. Like, girl, y'all need to check that video out when they strip searched me till my button went off. And it was that time of month. Like, that, it was way too much. Like, that was embarrassing, humiliating, and they did not follow protocol on that either. Like, girl, they don't know how to follow rules. And they talk about the incarcerated citizens. They the ones don't know what to do and what not to do. But yeah, so you get out of touch with that when you're not visiting on a consistent basis. And it had been a year and a half plus that I hadn't seen Marcello. So finally I threw something together. I didn't know it's going to be the best, the worst, or whatever. I just was like, you know what? It is what it is. If, you know, you want to wow him, but I ain't got time for that. At least we're going to see each other. Okay, I go to sleep. I set all my alarms, multiple alarms, like 1,000,001, because I'm like, sometimes I oversleep through all them alarms. It'll be about 8 to 10 alarms. And I literally only hear the last alarm and then jump up. So I slept through some of the alarms. I kept snoozing. And finally, I'm like, dang, I got to get out this bed. If I don't get up, I'm going to miss visitation. So it was 2:30 when I started getting up. I finally got up, I think about 3. Got me a shower. I was watching some little YouTube videos. Not rushing, because sometimes it feels like when you're getting on the road to go to visitation, the more you rush, it feels like the more time just goes by and you fall so far behind, to where I'm like, I don't even want to do that. I just want to get ready, and whatever time I get ready, I can get out the door. So I got about 4 hours of sleep. I was still tired. I really didn't have anything to eat. I think I grabbed... Oh, yeah, no, I didn't get anything to eat because I didn't want to wake everybody up in the house, because it's like 3 something in the morning. My hair, I was able to tie it up in a decent, like, y'all see how I got on my hair scarf right now, right? Well, going into the prison, you can't wear hair scarves like that. Like, everything is so, like, the dress code is very tricky. So I can't just throw my hair scarf on my head. So I was able to tie my hair up in a way that it looked pretty decent. And I made it out the door. I get on the road. Girl, I'm tired as I don't know what. It's nighttime still. Only about 4 o'clock in the morning. And it seemed like the more... Girl, it was so crazy. Okay, so we have something called the Turnpike here in Orlando. So I get on the Turnpike, and then immediately I'm looking at the area I live in. Again, I'm like, what the heck? How I get on the Turnpike and I'm not on the highway? I'm back circling the block. So I accidentally took an exit, not knowing that I took an exit. So I get back on the turnpike. So right there, I had already lost maybe 20 to 30 minutes just by that little stupid mistake. So I pay toll, get back on the turnpike, and then I start heading north to see, to visit Marcello. Okay, so I stopped as less as possible. I had already gassed up the night before. So I keep driving until I get to almost like a quarter. Under a quarter is very dangerous because going in Florida, there's a lot of country places that don't really have gas stations like that. Like your gas stations could be far and few between. Sometimes even off the highway you can't find a gas station. Sometimes you can, most times you can, but there are some exits that I literally couldn't find nowhere to gas up, and you definitely don't want to be cutting off way out in the middle of nowhere. Like there's some places you just don't want to be caught in Florida. Yes. um so I stopped to get gas like one time, and then that's when I was so freaking hungry, but I got a little deal on, it was a 2 for 3 hot dog thing. I was trying to see what he doing. A hot dog and sausage. I ate half of that and kept it moving. Thank God I didn't have to stop and use the restroom too much, because you don't want to drink too much fluids, because then you're going to be stopping to the restroom, constantly stopping. That's constantly putting your time behind. Okay, so finally I look at my GPS. It's saying you're not going to get there to 10:30. I'm like, God, dog. Which there is a time zone change, so it reverts back to 9:30. So I literally did get to the prison at 9:37. Girl, my heart was beating out my chest. I was so nervous. I felt sick in my stomach. I was praying. I'm like, Lord Jesus, please do not let none of that ish that happened last time happen. They were trying to corner me in. They had the with it, girl. They had I'm about to say underground police, the undercover, the plainclothes police out there, and threatening to take me to jail and all kinds of crazy stuff. And that literally scared me. And I felt like, if, like Marcello kept saying he was going to fight for our visits tooth and nail. But do you know how scary it is to go back in there? It's like escaping the lion's den, but then going back in there. What if you don't get out this time? What if it doesn't play out with me walking away as the guards laugh at me? What if it did end in me going to jail? Like, or what if we couldn't make that happen last time, but we gonna make sure it stick this time? Like, you don't know what's going through these people's minds. And I don't know, when you dealing with the prison system, you're not dealing with the way regular everyday human beings act. You're dealing with, it's a lot of vendetta, it's a lot of get back, it's a lot, and that goes on between the incarcerated citizens, and it also goes on between the guards and the incarcerated citizens. It's all mind games. It's so much manipulation and confusion and pettiness, and it's too much. It's drama, like drama for your mama. So I'm thinking about all of this, and I'm scared and I'm nervous, but I'm like, God gonna get me through this. I could do this. And I don't believe that he's gonna put me in danger. So I said, okay, let's go ahead. Let's pull up. Now, when I got out my car this time, I looked around. I do advise y'all as prison wives, don't be so quick to just jump out that car. Like, that's what I was doing that day that they caught me off guard like that. I was jumping out the car trying to hurry up and get in line, worrying about who is going to jump in line in front of me, rather than getting out, looking around the parking lot. What is next to your car? What cars are around your car? Who do you see that's outside in the parking lot? What do you see? Taking mental notes, because little did I know, I didn't know they were going to try to set me up that time. And it's like possibly I ran right past some red flags, you know, by trying to run in there, hurry up, and make it into visitation in the visitation line. Anyways, so I get there. There's a guard, lady guard. Well, first I approach the prison. I'm just standing there so freaking nervous. I give them my ID and I'm like, I'm here to visit. And they're like, Marcello. So this is when I'm waiting for the but. This is where I'm waiting on the but to happen. The monkey wrench, the thing that you weren't expecting, the, oh, maybe, oh, there's a mistake. No, you were never approved to come back to visit, or whatever wrong. I was expecting it then. He says, okay, Miss such and such, I don't even remember her name, the lady guard will be around to let you through the gate. So she walks me in. They run down everything. Do you have this? Do you have this? Da, 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 da. Any kind of contraband. No, girl, no, I ain't got nothing. I ain't trying to get nothing in here. Nothing. No, I got my little money for the little snacks. I got my key and I got my ID. I even don't wear all that jewelry and stuff like that. I might wear one pair of earrings, but there's women that go all out. They be having jewelry. They have on this. They have on that. And no, I'm minimal, and I'm trying to get through the checkout part, like the check-in part, and going to see him. Like, I want to get out of their face and going to get in his face. Like, not get in his face, but get in his presence. Like, I'm trying to bypass them. Like, ugh. So I get checked. They take you in the room, pat you down, basically check your socks and shoes and stuff like that after you've already put your socks and shoes, I mean, not your socks, your shoes on the conveyor belt, your jacket, because they have to look at all your stuff to make sure you're not bringing nothing in. So I get past that. Then there's some little pole thing that you walk back and forth past. I think that's to see if you have any cellular devices. I don't really know what exactly it is for, but you go through the metal detector, then you walk past that little pole thing. But if I'm not mistaken, I think it's for phones. I'm not sure, girl, what that's for. So I get in, and they said to tell the guard to take the paper to the guard. So I didn't make one movement without the guard telling me to do this, and that. Now, when you become a frequent flyer prison wife, where you're constantly visiting, you tend to just move on your own. You do this and then you do that, like you know what motions you're going through. I'm not doing that. I let her tell me, okay, do this. Okay, now you can do that. Okay, proceed. Like, I'm not playing with y'all. I don't, no, never again. So she's like, okay, you can go through the door, because I was just still standing at that door. I ain't going through that door till you tell me go through that door. So I go through the door, hand the guard the paper. They print out a paper of you and the person that you're coming to visit. You have to go take it to the guard. And at the end of the visit, usually they give that same paper back to them. Okay, so we get there. I might have waited for him to come down. Now, that can get tricky at different facilities. It depends on how big the facility is, where he's coming from, if you got caught in count. Because if you got caught in count, it's going to take longer for him to come down. If the guards are being petty up at the front and he don't wore something that possibly they don't want to let in, it could be the different gym shoes. It could be some don't want you wearing long johns, some you can't. Look, there's no universal laws when it comes to prisons. It is how I'm feeling and what I want, what issue I want to push. Do I want to push any issues? Do I not? That's how it is with the guards. Every guard is different. One guard gonna let you do this, the other one not gonna let you do that. One gonna want it this way, one gonna want it that way. So you don't know what you're expecting. So he gets down pretty decently fast, like maybe 20 something minutes. I think we went up to the window to eat. I wanted to go outside and walk. He was like, no, it's cold. I'm cold. Like I always, well, first, girl, I skipped it. A hug. Oh my gosh. He hugged me so tight, like so tight. I hugged him just as tight. I couldn't believe that after all this time, and I literally had accepted the fact that I would not see him again. I'm holding him and hugging him. That ain't nothing but God. That is nothing but God restoring our visits. Like, for real. We had all the odds against us. And now I'm actually seeing him and being able to touch him physically, like crazy. And it had been a while since that because, the shutdown of 2020, there was no touching, no kiss, no hug, none of that. Well, it was like one light hug or something like that. So to actually be back to how visitation was before 2020, that was crazy too. So we go up to the little snack area. He buys, I don't know what he bought. He bought like 2 soups. What else he got? I don't think he got a sandwich or nothing. He ended up at the end of the day, one of the guy that was in the commissary, he was telling him to get the cherry pie and put an ice cream cake on top of it. The ice cream sandwiches on top of the cherry pie. So I don't know how that tasted, but Marcello tore that thing up, so it must have tasted good. I know he had that. I had a dill pickle, and then I ended up getting back up and getting some soup. What else? And we both had an orange juice. And beyond that, I can't remember. I really can't remember beyond that point. So he eats. I wanted to go out and walk. Like, it's a little, like, kind of pavilion that they have for the outside. And it's just benches, cold, hard benches. And we were kind of walking, making laps. Everybody was walking, making laps that went outside. Girl, I've been a prison wife just that long that when you used to could not go outside unless you were taking a smoke break. It would be like increments of like 10 to 15 minute smoke breaks. That was what the whole outside was utilized for. So I've been a prison wife since before they took cigarettes out of DLC, because now you can't smoke in there. And I do want to do a video like that. I've been wanting to do that for a minute. Like, I have been a prison wife just this long, since the days of this, and this. Yes, girl. It's been a long time. And I'm kind of tired of wearing this hat. I want him to just come home. But, until he's free, I'm a prison wife. So we ate, we talked a little bit about my graphic design and how that's going. Girl, that ain't going. I'm still on the work ship, so I don't even know how. I'm very discouraged with that. And he's like, he's wanting me. Y'all know I did a prison. I was working on doing a prisoner family magazine. I wanted to distribute it and basically take turns putting our loved ones' stories into this magazine and then distributing the magazine around. Basically making it easier for the wrongful conviction stories to be broken, because the only reason it still lives is because nobody knows the story. The minute the story breaks out, society gonna correct you and make you do the right thing. We gonna fight for you to do the right thing if we know. But see, the problem with this injustice is they keep it secret. They keep it hidden. That way nobody resists that it's happening. So I was like, I don't know. He wants me to go ahead and follow through with it, which I kind of pushed it to the side. But I had been recently thinking about it. But I was like, rather than a magazine, I think I should start small, like a newsletter. and just start with that. And he's like, well, why not bigger? Just think bigger. And I'm like, Marcello, if you literally only knew all the stuff I have done, all the ventures, all the business I've tried to build, and each time I come with my tail tucked between my legs, ain't made it nowhere. I keep jumping off this cliff and I have not flown yet. You want me to just keep on jumping my tail off this cliff and falling flat on my face? So we kind of went back and forth about that. But I do want to get that Prisoner Family magazine going. He's like, you're a graphic designer. You should be using your talents. And baby, you ain't got to beat me up about that, because I beat myself up about that every single day. Every time I got to clock in for that little theme park job, I'm trying to figure out how in the entire world did I end up stuck here, and I got so much freaking talent and potential. We talked about that. And I don't know, I guess we talked about some other little things. The time just went so freaking fast. And then all of a sudden I look up and it's time to go. Dang. And that was not planned, but I guess that was on cue. And they put us out 10 minutes early. They didn't even let us go all the way to 2 o'clock. Like at 1:50, she like, visitation is closing. You know, that little wah, wah, wah. Like, they be wanting you to hurry up. So that's when you go find your little corner or a spot that you're going to stand up in. And that's when you can get your last hug and your last kiss. Some people go all out at that time with that kiss, and some don't. So I don't know. Sometimes the guard be just eyeing you down like, girl, like it's no privacy at all with DOC. Like, it's basically you can't have no shame because everything is right out in the open. So we get our last hug, our last kiss, and I don't know, it seemed like he was trying to get into the kiss, but then the lady ironed him down, and she's like, oh, he's like, okay, I gotta go. So that's something they love to do, though. They love to do that, intrude on those moments. And he left. I got out of there. I sat in the parking lot trying to hurry up and connect my GPS, because we out in these country woods, and I'm trying to hurry up and get off these folks' property. As I come out, I do see guards like walking the parking lot. So I'm like, dang, is it the same thing that, happened last time? But it wasn't. I got out of there. We had a good time. We didn't take pictures this time. We're gonna try to take pictures when it's all of us together, me, Money, Princess, and Marcello. Marcello is so anxious to see Princess because he's missing her life too now. Not only did he miss our daughter's life,